Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Bill is shooting a video during daylight hours, which means he either A, actually had an empty schedule today, or something terrible has happened and he wanted to get a video out right away. And I wouldn't say necessarily terrible. I think that might be a little misleading, but there has been some developments on the three cases that we've been very carefully watching as it relates to assault weapon bans and magazine bans before the United States Supreme Court. And there was a development on a fourth case that we talked about a while back, and it's a really disturbing and kind of unpleasant development. So we're going to talk about all of that today to get you up to speed. So some of the news is bad, some of it's not. So today, let's spend a few minutes and let's get you updated and let's talk about some huge news on the assault weapon ban case, and not all of it is good. Okay, hey, before we go on too far down the road we're going down, let's remember that this video is being brought to you by the Sonoran Desert Institute. That's right, get ready to launch your career in the firearm industry today through education. Get ready to just start arming yourself today with education, and most importantly, get ready to start defending the inalienable rights of millions of Americans nationwide, all through our greatest act, which of course is education. Listen, the Sonoran Desert Institute has a degree, a program, or certificate for just about anything that you may desire. So for more information, you can check them out in the description box below, or easier yet, just visit them at sdi.edu. Okay, America, we're talking about four cases today. Now, three of which we've kind of been talking about collectively, and then there's a fourth case, all right? So the four cases that we're going to talk about are, the first three are in our little perfect trifecta, which of course is Snope v. Brown, which of course is a challenge to Maryland's assault weapon ban. Ocean State Tactical versus Rhode Island, which of course is a challenge to Rhode Island's magazine ban. And Gray v. Jennings, which had to deal with what is the appropriate test to get injunctive relief when there's an allegation of a violation of a constitutional right. So we're going to talk about all three of those cases because they had conference on them on Friday. In addition, the Supreme Court also conferenced on Maryland shall issue v. Moore. Now, we have talked about that case on a couple occasions, this video right here, for example, and this deals with Maryland's HQL. What's an HQL? Well, that is a handgun qualification license. Put other ways, it is a permission slip that you must get from the state of Maryland before you can exercise a right. And having seen this type of legislation pop up in a lot of state legislatures lately, this is an issue that the Supreme Court is going to absolutely positively have to deal with. The problem is they ain't going to be dealing with it this session because the petition on Maryland shall issue v. Moore, which I thought was ripe for the taking. It had not only gone through a 3-judge panel in the Fourth Circuit, it had gone through a full en banc review. It was ripe for the taking. The Supreme Court has denied review of that case, which means the ruling from the Fourth Circuit stands at the current time. In addition to that, the Supreme Court has denied petition on Gray v. Jennings. Now, I had always said that I think that Gray v. Jennings is an odd case because it's not really in the type of posture that the Supreme Court would normally accept, although it had to deal with interlocutory relief, so one might think that they could take it in an interlocutory fashion. Remember, interlocutory is just a fancy way of saying sometime before the end of the football game. But the Supreme Court has decided that they will not be accepting review on Gray v. Jennings. So our holy trifecta here is now down to two cases. Oh God, what happened with Snope v. Brown and Ocean State Tactical? The answer is they have been rescheduled to January 17th. So I want you all to circle that date on your calendar now. So Snope v. Brown, Maryland's assault weapon ban case, and Ocean State Tactical versus Rhode Island, Rhode Island's magazine ban case, they have both been rescheduled to January 17th. Now, what to make of it? Listen, we can sit there and read our tea leaves and come up with speculations, and I'm sure other people out here in the YouTuberverse will have their own ideas as to what's occurred. Is it disappointing? It's very disappointing on the Maryland case, the Maryland shall issue case. That is very, very disappointing. I thought that that case was ripe for review. I'm not certain. I haven't had a chance to take a look at the Supreme Court's order, but typically they don't tell us a whole lot. We will be doing a follow-up video on that. In Gray v. Jennings, this case was in an interlocutory fashion. I was a little surprised that the Supreme Court had taken so much interest in it. I'm surprised it got as far as it did. So I'm not totally shocked on the outcome on Gray v. Jennings. Now, as to the two cases that we are most carefully watching, Snope v. Brown and the Ocean State Tactical case, listen, they were not denied review. And that's good news, okay? The court has not denied review. They have kicked the can down the road again, and it is now set for January 17th. But one would think that if the court was really ready just to deny review on it, they would have done so already. So I do see this, and I know some of my colleagues may disagree with me, and one of us is going to be right, and one of us is going to be wrong, and we'll figure it all out later. But I do believe that there is some optimism to come from the fact that they have decided to reschedule those two cases. Okay, so just so you completely understand now, Maryland shall issue v. Moore, not going anywhere. Gray v. Jennings, not going anywhere. Snope v. Brown, scheduled for January 17th. Ocean State Tactical, also scheduled for January 17th. That is going to be a huge day. Listen, if we could get the Snope case and the Ocean State Tactical case consolidated and before the United States Supreme Court, that does give the highest court in the land the opportunity to once and for all definitively answer the question, can we actually ban arms and magazines which are in common use for lawful purposes? Okay, listen, we're going to go ahead and link up all of the cases down below so that you can check out the dockets for yourselves. We're going to get our hands on the order from the court, geek out on that today, and probably get a video out in the next couple of days to let you know what happened in Gray v. Jennings, let you know what happened in the Maryland shall issue case. Snope v. Brown and Ocean State Tactical lives on. Listen, if you got any other questions about this or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights, you guys should know how to get a hold of Washington gun law by now. But if you don't, that's okay. That information is down there in the description box. If you got an idea for a video we should be doing around here, we want to hear all about it, you click on that link right there and tell us all about it. If you want to subscribe to our monthly newsletter, the ability to do all of that is down there in the description box. And then finally, and most importantly, let's everyone remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay safe. Hey everybody, it's Bill with Washington Gun Law. Listen, I just wanted to extend a huge thank you to all of our viewers out there. As you may or may not know, Washington Gun Law was blessed enough to become one of the 5 finalists for Top Voices of the 2A down there at the Gundy Awards next week in Las Vegas, right at the beginning of SHOT Show. Listen, it would not be possible if it were not for all of you willing to tune in and geek out with us all the time. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. We hope to bring home a winner for you, but we are flattered nonetheless. Hey, America, keep fighting and stay safe out there.